Howdy everyone, I'm John Bergdorf, the creator of DFW Scanner. We're here with No Problem Services, filming a few video series and some testimonials for some folks that have gone through restoration jobs, and hopefully these videos will provide some insight into their situation and hopefully better educate you all if something like this happens to you.
First thing I do when I get those phone calls is I ask, are you guys okay? Is everybody safe? Once that's been established, I tell them, are you secure? Is your home livable? Does it need to be tarped up? Does it need to be boarded up? You don't want your belongings. You want to take care of your home. And after that, we start a claim and start looking towards getting them back to where they need to go. I always tell them to remain calm. Don't jump into something just because you think they're going to immediately save you. Do your research, and don't sign anything that someone is forcing you to. If they're pressuring you to do this, do not do that. In insurance, there's several companies out there, as we know. There's hundreds of commercials every day for all these different folks. You generally don't want to go cheap on your homeowners. It's your biggest investment you have. Most people will buy a home for $150,000 and the insurance covers it up to $250,000. And most folks think, well, why am I over-insuring my home? I'm only buying it for $150,000. That has nothing to do with it. It's the dwelling amount is what we say that it's going to cost if we have to rebuild it from the ground up. Have an agent that you can trust. To me, that's the most important thing. Without an agent, you're dialing an 800 number. You don't have a person that you can go to if there's any issues. Check your company out. You can go to the Texas Department of Insurance, and they have all kinds of information on all the different companies in the state of Texas. Generally, our system will create a dwelling amount that we have to cover it for. From that point, I will insure it at that or above it, and then I'll advise them as to what it means as far as the dwelling amount goes. There are several different types. There's a homeowner's policy, there's a dwelling policy, there are several different types inside of those policies. For a homeowner, I typically recommend a traditional homeowner's policy. This covers the home, the contents, living expense, things like that. Ask some of your friends, some of your neighbors, take recommendations from those guys, and see at least 2 or 3 different folks. Check them out. Check out their credentials. Make sure they have insurance. A lot of companies will say, we're fully insured, but they're not. And again, if something happens, that falls back on the homeowner. So definitely do your research on it. If you have a home that was built in 1955 and it's 2016 and it completely gets destroyed, the city is going to require your contractor to pull permits and get it up to code. Some policies don't cover that. So you want to make sure that your policy has that included so that that extra expense is taken care of at the time that it needs. Your right is to take whoever you want, use whatever contractor you desire. We cannot make you choose X company.